Omajo mojo. Omajo gberu majo gbeko. Atata eni jogba. Omo sa odo money. Omo sa ofori. Omo sa o ki se ofofo. Omo arin gbere bi eni egbendu. Egbe ode mo majo. Èyàn burúkú ni ò fẹ́ kí.
Sẹ́nà mẹ́lẹ̀ mọ́nà wé ògàn ẹ̀mẹ́ sẹ́yìn mi tó jà náà ìdó hàn. Sẹ́nà mi tó jẹ́ náà ìgàn ẹ̀mẹ́ sẹ́nà mi tó. Jàndé ẹ̀mẹ́ sẹ́nà mi tó jẹ́ náà ìdó. Fáwọn bóyá hàn tó. Òmò mẹ́ ó lẹ́ káfàlì pé tó. Fáwọn bóyá hàn tó ma. Òmò mẹ́ ó lẹ́ káfàlì pé tó. Òye jíndó yẹ ìmẹ́. Òwáyọ̀lá sísá sájú. Oye jindo ye ime, owayola ziza plepon. Wetanu waje na foto do unlo. Sena mido jemna ika eme sena mido. Kande eme sena mido jemna ido.
How can we describe a man who has chosen a seemingly never-ending path, bordered by lush green grasses of honor, integrity, compassion, justice, and tolerance? Praised by all and sundry, his children call him Bodami, his friends call him Boma, and his colleagues call him an extraordinary civil servant. Mustafa Adetunji Ololade Bakare started his Lagos State civil service career 35 years ago as a teacher when he was employed by the State's Teaching Service Commission. Born on Saturday, 7th of March 1959 into the late Imam Daudu Olanrewaju Adio Bakare family, he began his education at Ansaruddin Primary School, Hospital Road, Badagry, and proceeded to Awori Ajeromi Secondary Grammar School, Agboju, and later Badagry Grammar School, where he obtained his West African School Certificate in June 1977.
He's a brilliant chap, especially when we are talking of English language and literature then in school. He was one of the best, and I'm not surprised that he read English eventually. I could remember an occasion when Dinka coup happened. He copied the statement of Dinka and we manipulated it. He was acting as the person reading the coup script. I was standing behind him, and we removed the class captain of the class straight away. Immediately we read that and we pronounced him removed with automatic alacrity. And it came to stay. He loved wrestling. He's a cyclist. And one thing we had in common is we are no good mathematicians. But he's also a Susunto. What do I mean by Susunto? Alhaji Bakare can sleep on water.
That's what I was saying. It's straightforward. It's the letter person. I want to do this into the letter. He doesn't like to bend rules. He doesn't beg for favor. It's almost the same thing. He doesn't live a double life. Whatever he does with you, that's the way it is with everybody, including his family.
In pursuit of helping others acquire knowledge, skill, and competence, he obtained the Nigeria Certificate in Education from the Lagos State College of Education, Surulere, in 1981, and progressed to acquire a degree in Bachelor of Education in English in 1987 and a Master of Education in Adult Education in 1991 at the University of Lagos.
We were classmates. We studied the same course. I don't know how to describe it. We were both rascals. Tunji Bakare was mischievous, young guy, but very inquisitive. He was always at every event, and so that endeared him to many people. He was always ready to help. He wasn't a union leader, but every activity that all the students performed then, Bakari was always available. He would make suggestions. We had different clubs. We had the tea club, we had the Kegite club. He was into tea club, but he was popular. Well, all of us were small, but he had this small stature. So some we call the lecturers, then we call him Omode. So by that, all the colleagues started calling him Omode. And one thing again, still his mischievous life, he has names for different people. It's either you are hearing shouting Eba in one side. People don't even know my name when you are around Bakari. Akoke Ade, that's the name he calls me. And people will ask, who is Akoke Ade? Turolada Poni, Akoke Ade. So different people, different names. That's just Bakari for you. It's jovial, it's full of life. And I think the most important thing I admire him for is the passion that he puts to his work. He's a committed, hard-working individual and takes joy in what he does.
For 8 years, Mr. Adetunji Bakari dedicated his life to playing extraordinary roles in the lives of children, daily planting the seed of curiosity and motivation to know, to grow, and to succeed. His goal was to ensure the life of every child he came in contact with was touched, influenced, and improved.
He's a very simple man, a man who is rare. We don't have such people everywhere in Nigeria. He's not materialistic and he's very professional in his job. He was very honest. When I say honest, completely honest. And I was surprised to see that somebody at the ministry at that level, even when he was a director, the same thing. Until today, I just pray that more Nigerians will be like that. Nigeria will be a better place if more people are like Alhaji Tunji Bakari.
You have been so wonderful. You have been so amazing. My first experience with you, even though it was somehow, but I learned something from you. I remember that day while you were still in the House of Assembly. I came with Mrs. Ojelabi. I greeted you that day, and the first thing you said was, "Why are you dressed like this? Are you married or not?" And in your little way, you give your advice. That is who you are. A lot of times, every boy that comes across you, you have a word of advice for them. And you have been so wonderful. You are so passionate about people's education because you are a scholar yourself. My experience with you, with Auntie Like together at education, will always leave an indelible mark in my life because right there, you taught me very well. You taught me what it is to be a good writer. And you taught me, you taught Auntie Like, we were like a family over there. And you were so wonderful to every one of us.
In 1990, there was a major shift in his profession when he took up a fresh appointment in the mainstream civil service as an information officer. Tunji took it upon himself by being a good fit for his new role by training himself at the Nigerian Institute of Journalism in 1990 and 1991.
Funny person, at times close to being queer. He's a very honest person. He's honest, he's caring, and very kind. He's hardworking and he's candid. And he's jovial, very jovial. He calls me Ushu. Since then till now.
He's a friend indeed, because he's faithful. Seest that a man diligent in his duties, he shall stand before kings and not being men. But he is diligent in all respects, in work, in commitments, in thoughts, and in promises. Amiable in friendship, comely in approach, trustworthy in relationships, focused in pursuits, generous in giving, and suave in character.
Adetunji Bakari served in several capacities in the Ministry of Information and Strategy, Secretary to State Government's Office, Ministry of Health, Ministry of the Environment and Physical Planning, Ministry of Education, Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, amongst others.
He brings a lot of experience and maturity to his job. He's a seasoned journalist. He's a very pleasant person. He's fun to be around. He has a very good sense of humor, and he brings that to bear on his assignments. So he's generally an amiable person. He gets along very well with everybody. And even within his department, he gets along very well with those who work with him.
Bakari threatens me a lot. He always harasses me, beats me, pulls my hair. He's the only person that when I'm inside the office, and I notice somebody has locked my door behind me, I'm so sure that it's Alhaji Bakare. He's the only person that will take my key and go away. He's the only person that will take my phone from me and walk away with it. And each time I promise him that one day I will do my own back. But it's fun to be with. But I can tell you, when it comes to the job, forget.
Along the line, he was also on 2 different occasions the head, information unit of the Lagos State House of Assembly.
He's a forthright person, blunt, principled, a very tested professional. He's one of the very few thoroughbred generals that we have. So he's one of the frontliners that has been a good mirror that showcases the Ministry of Information and Strategy. So I give it to him. It's really, in the military, they call some people in terms of ranking, they call them the rednecks. You know, it's one of the rednecks of this ministry in terms of ability, capacity, you know, to deliver. And once you're given an assignment, you know, you can go to sleep that he will surely do his best to deliver for you. So for me, it's one of the top-rated, you know, products that comes out from the Ministry of Information and Strategy.
He left behind in each of his tour duty a legacy worthy of a hard-working, unique, and purposeful civil servant.
He's unassuming, a very gentle, quiet person. And among his peers, it goes on very well. Anytime at the management meeting, he has a listening ear and contributes productively to any management meeting.
Anything I want to do, I'll first go to him. He's like a mentor to me. He's been wonderful to me. Even to my siblings, to my children. When my children hears that Alhaji is in the house, you see that they will run away because Alhaji will tell them, "Eba so ibo si mi, ibo láyé ń lọ sìn. Yorùbá lẹ gbọ́dọ̀ sọ sí mi." So they know they must speak Yoruba to Alhaji. They must prostrate. They must know everything about their surroundings. He's a mentor to everybody, and he's hardworking.
As the pioneer head of the strategy unit, he gave the shape, vision, and direction, which helped in galvanizing communication-oriented actions and responses to government policies and programs.
I've seen him to be someone who is very, very dependable and reliable. He's someone who can say to you, "Go ahead, you have my back," or "I have your back," and you can be sure that he has it. Unfortunately, if he likes you, you know he likes you. If he doesn't like you, you also know he doesn't like you. He's not very diplomatic, no. But he's not treacherous, which is a very good quality.
When you talk about his life, his personality, somebody that is modest in character and is simple. But his simplicity or modesty doesn't mean that you can take him for a ride. He's ready to face any difficult situation, wherever that comes. His modesty does not permit him to be a dunce. And when you have Alhaji Tunji Bakare as a friend, you have a friend indeed. Because to the best of my knowledge, he practicalizes what we know as a friendship. It's not a friendship by mouth, but a friendship with action. Somebody that you can fall on anytime you need him. His priority in life, or anybody who takes education as priority, to continue to be his friend. He's not ready to part with his money for fun. But when you talk about education, somebody who is ready to go to school, any way you can assist him, is ready to do that.
Likewise, he has been attested to as being a prudent administrator par excellence when he received the governor's letter of commendation for the role played before and during the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria's official visit to Lagos State in November 2002.
I saw the quintessential officer. He knows his onion. He was always on top of his purview.
His personality is very pure. Pure in the sense that, one, is very studious. He loves reading. He doesn't tell lies, but very, very principled. Very, very principled. For whatever he's convinced of, he doesn't change his mind. No matter what's going to happen. Alaji, ewo, bemi shero ni, bawulo shero. Agui and will stress out his own point. At the end of the day, you let go.
As a voracious reader, wordsmith and compendium of knowledge, Mr. Bakari was appointed rapporteur for a retreat on panacea for transportation system in Lagos State, education sector retreat, and Lagos State Sports Council retreat. These roles have assisted the government in decision-making, policy formulation, and problem-solving.
He's a very gentle man, very nice, he's easygoing somebody, does not like cheating, generous to everybody.
An officer that knows his onions. A highly disciplined person, very thorough, he's a disciplinarian, and very principled. He's a kind-hearted person who will go all out to render assistance. Just mention it, before you know it, he's at it already.
In recognition of his good work and service, he was awarded the Director General's Prize for the Best Intermediate Level Staff at the Ministry of the Environment and Physical Planning in 1995 and the Best Officer Management Staff category, Ministry of Education in 2009.
He has this knack for details. He is a person that crosses the T's and dots the I's. He ensures that he looks over every detail of any editing situation. Knowing him closely is a very spiritual person.
He's a no-nonsense person, very hardworking. When I worked with him, he put me at my best. Let me put it like that. He doesn't believe in what level you are. He doesn't look down on your level. He would make you work. When you write a press release for him, the way he would paint it, at the end of the day, you know that he's done very good for you, because you'll be proud of what he's done, and he would call you. You actually stand in front of him, and he'll tell you, see what you did, and see how I've put it. He won't condemn how he's correcting you. You know, he corrects with love. He corrects with your understanding. You would know why he has to change something. He won't throw anything at you. He won't tell you off. He won't look down on you. He won't reprimand you like that. The way he would teach you, at the end of the day, you come out tops.
As a man who believes in his profession, he joined the Nigerian Union of Journalists, NUJ, Chartered Institute of Personnel Management of Nigeria, CIPM, and the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations, NIPR, with the aim of remaining active in his profession, networking and advancing in his career.
He's a disciplined person. He does not suffer fools lightly. His scale is high, his standard is high, and he expects much. He's a consummate family man. Very dedicated, responsible, and responsive. To his friends, he can give his eye. He's a spiritually fulfilled person. I don't use the word God because godliness has been abused. He's somebody who is conscious of his spiritual responsibility to humanity.
Mr. Bakari is a devout Muslim aside from being a professional. This is evident in the purity of his character, the quality of interaction he has with others, and his contributions to his surroundings. These principles have guided him in the course of his journey in the Lagos State Public Service.
kì í ṣe wàhálà yẹ́yẹ́yẹ́ ló máa ń ṣe káàkiri ọ̀rẹ́ ọmọdé ọ̀rẹ́ àgbàlagbà ni kò kọ̀rọ̀ fámìlì kan bó ṣe nílé bàbá mi tí nǹkan bá kàn bẹ̀ á ti yọ síbẹ̀ bó ṣe ìlú ìyá bàbá ẹ̀ náà ni á ti yọ síbẹ̀ ní àárín àwọn ọmọ bàbá ẹ̀ ọmọ ìyá ẹ̀ kò lò sí sẹ́nì kankan ó dúró déédéé pẹ̀lú wọn ni kì í ṣe ìyọnu. He is a pleasant man. He loves reading very well. He doesn't lie. He's the same Tunji that I know from day one till now.
Just like a shepherd who leads with knowledge and understanding, we can give such accolades to Tunji Bakare for being a strong pillar of support to his children and family. These impeccable manners ensure they grow spiritually and morally.
He loves children, and in those days he used to back them. The children are very happy. He has been very supportive to his children and to his wife. He's a very, very gentle person. He's a very content person. In fact, he's content to a fault. He is meticulous with his work, and he's a complete family person. He loves his family, especially his extended family, though he loves his own nuclear family too, or he's a family man to the core.
My husband is a very hard-working man, and he doesn't joke with his work, but even at that, his home is number one to him. He wants to make sure that everybody is okay. He wants to be sure that you're always happy. You are not found wanting when it comes to care of the children, and he's been an extremely caring, loving, and dedicated husband and father.
My father would rather buy you books and study with books.
If you want to sit down with him and laugh, just put wrestling in front of you. He loves wrestling, and then he will throw bands, jokes, funny things, and you laugh to the fullest.
You can watch the wrestling from like 8 or 9 p.m. till like 12 midnight. Does he still watch? There was a time he bought stacks of CDs, all wrestling. I was like, okay. But I don't like wrestling much, but me, I'm a football fan. I think he's also a football fan.
My dad is very religious. He's strict and very honest. Dad is very strict, very religious. He's honest, steadfast.
For 29 years, this quintessential civil servant has been committed to his cause. He has been a man of noble character. He has set about his work vigorously, and he has extended his support to the growth of the state. Let us honor him for what he has achieved.
Ajinawo Mustafa Aremu Bakare.
My outstanding brother.
A perfectionist.
A complete gentleman.
Sonny Abasha, a disciplined person.
Principal.
Tafa is thorough.
He's a candid fellow.
Responsible.
Babide, kò jẹ́ bá fi iṣẹ́ sílẹ̀ yìí. Wàhálà àlàáfíà ara tó pọ̀, àrí náà wà á rí lò. Wàá máa lọ rí gbogbo ibi tó bá ń lọ pẹ̀lú dùnú ní pẹ̀lú ayọ̀ o. Kò sí wàhálà fọmọ Ọlọ́run. Àmọ́ rí ẹ pẹ́ o. Ọlọ́run ó ṣe yín lọ́mọ ọgbẹ̀yìn fún mi o. Àtọkùnrin yín àtobìnrin Ọlọ́run ó ṣe yín lọ́mọ ọgbẹ̀yìn fún mi o.
Épité yẹn tó ń pẹ́ díga Timothée ó dọ̀ ẹ̀ràn kiri yà ó fò bòdòdó tó. Honorable dàgbé ànánà sẹ́nà ẹ̀wọ̀ ìwọ̀sán kúndó ó dépité dàgbé ànánà dépité yẹn tó ń pẹ́ díga Timothée ó dọ̀ ẹ̀ràn kiri òbò náà tó tóbó. Sena me de mano we gan eme sena mi do jan na ite. Sena mi do jan na ika eme sena mi do. Jan de eme sena mi do jan na ito. Sena me de mano we gan eme sena mi do jan.